Let's see. Hi, everybody. Hello, everyone. Good evening. What time is it? 6:23. Good evening. This is Kenya Rockman, the author and founder of the Child Support Hustle. I am... No, I don't want to do that. Hi, everybody. Good evening. This is Kenya Rockman, the author and founder of the Child Support Hustle. I hope everybody's doing well this evening. First, I want to say, because my son told me last time I went live, and hi, Celine, how are you? He said, and he had his notifications set, and he said, Mom, my notifications for the page is shut off. It's not coming through. So if you didn't get notified that the Child Support Hustle went live, you might want to check that. I know not only is our page censored and monitored, other pages are too. So just a heads up, if you don't get hi, Foreign. I hope I'm saying that correctly. If you want to get notifications and you're not, you might want to check that. And also, please like this page if you haven't already. Share if you can, and if you're watching this later on after this was recorded on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. So, oh good, Celine. So now everybody's getting kicked off the notifications. So I hope everybody is well this evening, doing as well as to be expected under the circumstances. So as it says in the title, I want to talk about the fatherlessness epidemic that we hear so much about. I've heard it all through my advocacy, and it's like resurfacing now. So that's why I want to talk about it now, because there's a lot of information that is not shared. And when they bring up fatherlessness, it's almost always exclusive and blaming you fathers. And I'm going to talk about child support and how that is included. So I know when I talk about child support, there's a lot of moms that'll say, well, moms are affected too, but I'm speaking strictly about dads tonight, fathers. So if there's any backlash, you guys are going to have to chalk this one up. This is exclusively for dads. So I want to start off, and you guys know I have my notes over here, so I'm going to look over here. So I still haven't gotten to master the talking and memorizing my notes and all that kind of stuff, so I'm always going to be a work in progress. My memory's not that great. So I'm going to hit on this just because this is part of the conversation, and that is that fatherlessness, or the epidemic, is exclusive to the black community. And anybody that's been a supporter of the Child Support Hustle or has been on our page for a while knows that this excluding fathers from the home, this family court, child support epidemic, I'm going to say pandemic, I know 1,000 times because of COVID, is not specific to a certain race. This affects every race across the board. I have stats, in fact, because they look at this as a single parent home situation. So African American single parent homes in 2018, the number was 6.2 million. For Hispanic and Latina homes, single parent homes, it was 7.3 million. And for non-Hispanic white single parent homes, it was 8.5 million. So I say that to say the only color that the powers that be care about is green. Money green. That's it. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Dee. Hi, Marcel. Hi, Chuck. So when they try to divide us, of course they're going to use race as a tool because it's a powerful tool. It works nearly every time when there's a serious discussion, such as, something like family court reform, child support reform, ending parental alienation, shared parenting, anything like that. They're going to put a division in between us. But this problem affects every father. I've talked to fathers over the course of my advocacy from, not even in the United States, from all over the world. So this is something that goes on everywhere. It's not just affecting one person, or, you know, now the effects might be different based on a certain demographic, but this affects fathers everywhere. Okay, so the only color they care about is green. They want money. Ever since they figured out that they could profit off of single parent homes and parent kids being born out of wedlock, and they figured out a way to do it, they did it. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say about that. So don't be deceived. Everybody's affected by this. Okay. So I want to start off by definition. Fatherlessness, according to thefreedictionary.com, is having no living father or having no known father. Okay, so we'll start with the Census Bureau, who collects the information that they get this data from, the fatherlessness agenda. Don't forget to share, guys. This is important information, especially, I know you guys see what I'm seeing. Okay, Christian, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Andrew. Okay, so they don't even include, when they look at single parent homes, they don't even include fathers who are head of household who are single parents. They only look at mothers, because mothers disproportionately are given custody of their children. When I say their, I'm saying mother and father, of their children when they're not married, or even in a divorce. Mothers most likely are given custody. In 2018, 4 out of 5 mothers of 79% of the 12.9 million custodial parents were mothers. And that's in contrast to 1 out of 5 custodial parents who were fathers. Okay, so mothers get custody. So they're considering, if the father is not living under the same roof as the mother and the child, that he has abandoned his children, his child. Just because he doesn't live there does not make that child fatherless. That does not mean that that child is abandoned. That doesn't mean that he doesn't know his father, his or her father, or that he's not alive, that he's dead because he's not under that roof. I mean, it's just patently false. Hey, Isaac. Okay, so with custody, there's a huge epidemic, and now they're shining more light on it, but parental alienation. So many parents, fathers, want to be a part of their children's lives. However, they are alienated. You guys are alienated all the time. You go and try to get and see your children, phone contacts, try to get access to their school, simply go have lunch with your children. Anything. You're denied phone calls, visits. How many times have you dads out there tried to set up a meeting place and you're told, oh, or go pick up your child, oh, they're sick, or you're supposed to meet at McDonald's or even a police station, and the other parent doesn't show up? I know, Rebecca, it happens all the time. The other parent doesn't even show up. And then when the father goes to the court system and says, hey, I'm not getting my visitation, what does the court system say? Oh, I'm sorry, that's not our issue. Child support and visitation are 2 separate issues. There's nothing that we can do. And I bring up child support because if the father misses a payment, guess they have everything to do with that. There's so many punishments in place. Legal alienation. And there's nothing, they won't do anything about it. So here's the father that wants to be active, but because on paper it looks like he abandoned his child or deserted that y'all deserted or abandoned your child. Now you're part of this fatherlessness America. It's bullcrap. So now, you know, we talk about this, the child support hustle. So we have to talk about child support, because this is, if not the biggest issue with creating the fatherlessness agenda, as if anything else. I think the other parts were just conveniently put in, but the child support came about, and it came with the fatherlessness, is making that dad abandoned, declaring a non-custodial is just another term for abandon or desert. The non-custodial parent. I was trying to find the link where I read that, but I couldn't find it. But when I do, I will post it. So after the reformation of the welfare and child support systems, right, under Clinton, and make no mistake, Clinton passed, it was under his administration, but this was a bipartisan effort. They would have never gotten this off if it wasn't for both parties coming together and agreeing to do this. So yeah, it was under Clinton, but it was bipartisan. So they changed how both systems operated. Most importantly, when a mother applied for welfare benefits, specifically cash benefits, which they changed from AFDC, ADC to TANF, and then Medicaid, she was mandated to sue the father of her children for child support. If she didn't sue, she was denied benefits. Now, this did not mean that the father wasn't in the home, wasn't providing for the children, that the children were fatherless, that he abandoned his children or anything like that. It just meant that they couldn't afford to take care of their children. So that didn't make those children fatherless. It made them poor. It's two different things. So they create this whole stigma. Oh, these, because they're on child support, that means the father's not in the home, or he doesn't care, or he abandoned, walked out on these kids. It's just not true. So, and if she didn't sue, she couldn't get any benefits. So, I was about to get distracted. You know, sometimes I'll do that. So that dispels the whole myth. I know you guys hear this, and it frustrates me so much. Every man on child support is on child support because he doesn't take care of his children. That is false. That is just not true. Stop spreading the rumors, and then when y'all hear it, just tell them that's not true. Most child support cases are inactive because of the welfare system. The custodial parent had to sue. It had nothing to do whether he takes Tommy to school or picks Nicole up. If he's active, it had nothing to do with that. Hi, Sarah. I'm going to read your comment in just a second. Let me see. It's disgusting that moms don't have to work. Yeah, they morphed it into, because there's so much money involved. Now I'm going to talk about this money. For anybody that doesn't know how much money, this is a billion-dollar industry. Bless you too. But I'm just going to say black. Okay, bless you too. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Please share, please share, please share. Hi, Jamie. Okay, so I want to talk about this money, some of the money. So when they did this big reformation, right, the states became recipients of huge incentives if they met 5 performance measures. So I don't have all of them here, but one of them was paternity, determining, doing DNA, and I can't think of what it's called specifically. Paternity. Somebody in the comments, what's it called when they do the DNA? Paternity establishment. Paternity establishments. So with this incentive, for the performance measure, this incentive money in 2019 alone, the government paid the states nearly $500 billion for operating the system. Okay, so additionally to that money, for every dollar spent on child support, the average return on investment was $5.06, right? Yeah, Ron, it's a lot of money. So it's $5.06 for every dollar spent on child support. So in South Dakota, their return on investment for every dollar was $10.47 in 2019. In Texas, they had the largest return, and that was $11.68 for a dollar. So yeah, they're going to make fatherlessness like a thing, and they're going to blame dads. They're making a mint. It's much more profitable to declare a father as absent so that he could be sued for child support, so that the states can make a profit from him not living in the home and declaring him as absent. Again, just because the father doesn't live in the home does not mean that he's absent. So just throw that whole, when y'all see that, when anybody you see that and they push that narrative and you see it, I'ma say it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I got fed up when I saw it. I was on Twitter or something like that, and this time it pissed me off. So I wrote an article. I put it in the comments or the description, and I did a live. So I'm gonna do a live about it too, because so I can put it on here and I can put it on YouTube and share it, because that, it's just when I talk to fathers and parents, but fathers especially, like, y'all getting a bad rap about this. Y'all get told that y'all can't participate, but then get dogged because y'all can't participate. And So I'm sorry, I kind of went off my notes. Sometimes I do that. Let me see. Oh, in addition to this child support system, is that when the mother signs their rights over or sues the father, they have to sign their rights over to child support, over to the government, and that is the government's money. And that's how they say they retain the child support that is paid in, is retained by the government to allegedly pay for those benefits. Now, I'm gonna say that again because I didn't word it correctly. Okay, so when the mother sues the father, she's also signing her rights to the child support over to the state. When the father pays the child support, the government, the state, retains the child support paid by the father. Currently, more than half the states keep all of the child support paid. It's like 26 last time I checked, 26 or 27. How we change the system, that's what we've been doing. We're fighting. We have to fight to change the system, or they're going to keep doing it. There's no accountability, awareness, and letting them know we know what you're doing, and keep fighting, keep bringing everything to the surface and making them aware and telling them we're not taking it. You want to blame fatherlessness on fathers, but we know that y'all are pulling a scam, y'all are pulling a hustle. It's the child support hustle, and we're not taking it no more. Well, it's a hustle, period. But child support is a big part of this. So they keep all the money that the father pays in child support. They don't give it to the children. One of the biggest lies ever told is that child support is for the kids. It's not. It's not for the best interest of the children. It's for the best interest of the government. I don't know if I'm looking at my camera or the screen. So if I'm off, I'm sorry, guys. Fatherless America, you got it, Marquise. So, where was I? So again, that money is kept to supposedly repay welfare, but we as taxpayers pay for the welfare program. So what are we repaying? That's a grant. It's not a loan. It does not need to be repaid. So then the states they receive all this money for welfare and they put it in their coffers. It's for a rainy day fund. So they have all of this money, but the kids are still poor, still suffering. The dads are still paying, but they're still labeled abandoners, deadbeats, causing this fatherless America, right? Oh, and let's not forget, because of the child support system and how it's set up, we got men that are victims of paternity fraud who are named on child support cases. Many of these men don't even know that they've been named, but yet now they have a child support order against them that makes them look like they abandoned their child. That's not even their children, but because they don't find out that they're named on a child support case because they're a dad by default, and because they don't find out in time, they are now legally fathers. They can't rescind the paternity, so now they're legal fathers. So now on paper and legally, they look like they abandoned their children, but they're not even their children. So see how the numbers stack up. So it looks like all these men and fathers have abandoned their children. So to say that there's a fatherless America caused by all these men, that, oh my God, they just walked out on their kids, they abandoned their responsibility, It's just not true. If you're going to make a statement like that, you have to say the whole, you have to tell everything. Okay, so let me see. Let me go to some comments. Yeah, like Marquis said, out of 395, she only gets $93, right? Because the government is keeping the rest of the money. So they want to call these fathers abandoned, call their kids father. Are your children fatherless because you can't pick up the phone and call them because the mother says that you're no good or you left them? No. So I'm saying next time y'all you get in a conversation and you know it's many, tell them that it's just not true. What they putting down, y'all are not picking up. So the only reason that it's important that the government create this illusion of fathers being abandoned or deserted, the fathers who abandon or desert their children, is a way that they could act as a third party. Oh, this is important. They act as a third party so that they can sue the father for financially caring, for taking on that responsibility, for financially caring for their children through the welfare program. This is through a common law practice introduced back in the 1300s. So, in other words, if the government can say that they're taking on financial responsibility as a third party, they can then go and sue the abandoner or deserter, the father, and sue them and take them to court and get a civil lawsuit against them, which is what the child support system is. So they've cleverly changed abandoned to non-custodial and created a fatherless epidemic and blamed you fathers. And no, don't get me twisted, but I'm not saying that some men or fathers don't abandon their children. That's not what I'm saying at all. There's some dirt bags all over. There's people that just are no good. Moms, dads, people in general. But I'm saying as a whole, to sit up there and make a generalization of fathers like this without putting all the information out the way it should be is reckless. And I'm just speaking on it. Okay, Kyle, one way I've been able to make money without child support finding out. Oh, okay. You got, yeah, a lot of parents have to have a side hustle because they take everything. And even with the stimulus money, some custodial parents receive the stimulus money. A lot of that money went to the government because of the welfare. They owe arrears to the state. So, hey, talk to the other parent. If y'all owe arrears to the state, let them know, hey, you're not going to get that money. And close the case. It's going to be hard, but it's worth it. I know, Jeremy, most have given up, and I'm just begging that you don't commit suicide. There's a way out, and that's why we're fighting. Just join the movement. And it doesn't have to be the child support hustle. It could be any movement that you can get behind. We just need to grow the numbers, and then, but there are, like I say on my videos, I've said it before, there are changes being made. They just make them so subtly, and they don't make a big hoo-ha about it because they don't want people to know that these changes are being made. But anytime that I see anything, or my team, when we see something happening, shout out to the team, we want to post it. And if you see something and then you go back that we're interested in, and you go back to look for it and it's not there, send us a DM and let us know, and we'll repost it. A lot of our stuff, sometimes it gets taken down because we're censored. Like I said at the beginning of the video, a lot of our stuff is censored. It's not just us. I come to find out, but it's just our material. People are finding out about the child support hustle, and the government doesn't like it. I've had a lot of my stuff taken down over the years, videos deleted and things like that. Yeah, let's talk, Chris. I'm not available at this very moment. I got a lot of stuff going on, but very soon. Okay, Maya, damn, that's crazy and really messed up. No way. No, it shouldn't be like that, Maya. But the more we know, and if you are new to the child support system, or y'all are thinking about going to the child support system, y'all new parents, Try to deal with it outside of the child support system. You don't have to go there to set up the co-parent. Y'all can set up everything on your own. Child support participation is not mandatory unless you go through the system because you need help, with TANF or Medicaid. Then they're going to force you to participate. But if you guys are independent from that, you don't have to deal with the child support system. Contrary to popular belief, it's not mandatory that you participate. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to make this video really quick as I could. And like I said, I was pissed off and agitated about them putting out that false information and not sharing everything. So you can support the movement. You can get my book, The Child Support Hustle, or a t-shirt. I got the gray one on. We also have a black one. If y'all want a special color, let me know and I'll get them ordered. Let me see. Oh, we've got blogs. You can order the book, the t-shirt at thechildsupporthustle.com. I have articles on there. You can make a donation to help the cause. Go to our YouTube channel, The Child Support Hustle. Subscribe. Everything, whatever, and link up with each other. If y'all in the same city or state, stage marches, protests, everything. Make our voices heard, okay? This is very important. So remember, they can ignore hundreds, they can ignore thousands, but they cannot ignore millions. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go.